In all honesty, I never thought that life would take such a dramatic turn like it did. To know what future lays ahead of me, and what decisions will shape my future to my own personal liking. The ability to see my goal and force my way through the problems of life on my own. The knowledge and belief that, with enough work and effort, nothing can hinder me. I've been through so many hardships that, when remembered, they all seem like a harsh blur, like a life I never knew, like a life I will never have. But nothing could have prepared me for that day. No planning, no procedure, no anything could have altered the reality that is my cardiac arrhythmia and congenital heart muscular deficiency. I cannot, and probably will not, forget that day. It was cold and damp. The morning dew was melting the winter snow. The sound of the forest was, in a way, soothing. The rustling of the twigs, the gentle howling of the wind. In the distance, you can hear the weight of the snow breaking a branch. Above my head in a nest was what I believed a small family of wood pigeons. The small chirped, and the adults are either gone finding twigs or sticking in the nest napping, keeping the young warm. In a way, the area was at ease with itself and was, by true and pure definition, peaceful. As I blew into my hands, I couldn't help but notice my breath. I always found funny how, in the cold, anything can be visible. I saw my own breath dance in the wind until it was no more. Like a reminder that life can be short, but in that short time, you can find fun and beauty. My thoughts were interrupted by the sound of soft footsteps. They varied in speed from slow and steady to fast and energetic. I couldn't make out who it was who was walking in my direction. As her silhouette came into view, everything seemed to slow to a halt. The wind calmed, the snow stopped falling, time stopped, and sound was non-existent. Her face came into view, and the world seemed to disappear. As our eyes met, the only thing in existence there was just the two of us. As she spoke, the world came back into view.
You actually came.
Yeah, I got your letter.
Yeah, it seems you did. Have you been waiting long?
Oh, me? I mean, no, not really. I just got here, actually.
Hey, since we're both here, can I ask you something? I just wanted to know if you wouldn't mind going out with me. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I just wanted to see if you liked me, like.
Her voice was like velvet, and was a melody that I could have listened to for ages. She was shy and meek, but she could find confidence when she needed it. But in that moment, I felt cold. My body was heavy. I wanted to fall.
Hey, are you okay? You're not looking so good. You look a little sick.
I didn't feel sick. I felt. I couldn't describe how I felt. To put that into words just isn't possible. All I remember afterwards was her scream. I woke up later in the hospital for what felt like a couple hours after I fell. My parents and a couple of friends were circled around me. It was dark outside, no window, and it was silent. Mind the air conditioner and the drip of the IV. Everyone was sleeping. There was a look of worry on their faces. Just what exactly happened? 1 minute I'm outside with the girl of my dreams. Next I'm in a hospital hooked up to tubes and IVs like some doctor's plaything. My anger was slowly rising along with a sense of confusion and anxiety. My breath started to get faster, more sporadic. I looked up around frantically. I tried to move, but to no avail. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a man sitting in a chair in the corner. He looked subjectively pleased. He has a sly smile and is chuckling. He stands up. I noted that he is wearing a doctor's coat and has a name tag. His name is Dr. Yu? He gets up silently and he makes his way over to me. Takes a moment to look at my statistics and overall health. He gets out a little board and quickly scribbles down something.
Well, Joseph, it looks like you're recovering well. Your heart rate has been stable, and your body seems like to be recovering well. Son, I can't even tell you how lucky you are.
What was he talking about?
By the look of your face, you may not know what is going on. To put it in simple terms, your heart almost exploded. Apparently too much stress got to you and your body couldn't take it, so it went into a kind of autopilot to rest and heal. You have been here for a couple of days in a coma.
My chest tightened. My head went light.
Calm down, calm down. We're here to talk about your condition in the morning.
He walked over and connected something to my IV. Within a minute, I'm out. When I awoke, my family were the only ones present. I guess they didn't notice me awake. They talked to the doctor about my condition, whether or not I would leave at all. Just when the doctor saw my eyes, he stopped.
Well, now that you're awake, we can talk about your future. Considering your current state, going to school won't be a possibility, so we went ahead and made an executive decision to send you to a special school that works with people with certain conditions. We already called one of the school counselors to come help fill that out. Please come in.
Yes, I'm from the school, Amaku High. There we take special care of disabled students while giving them a high school level education. Welcome to our school.
Well, now that my life has been flipped upside down, and thanks for taking a minute to sit right there and hear how I became a student at Yamahu High School this year.